Hey, Pop Rockers, how you going? Paul with you right now. We're about to sit down and talk with Sandee Facey with her new single that's been released. We'll release that information in a little while. But Sandee's originally from the US and now calls Australia home. She's a country singer based over in Victoria. So let's welcome Sandee. Sandee, how you going?
Hi, Paul. I'm doing really well. Thanks for having me on your show.
Yeah, no, thank you for joining us. So you got a new single out, My Kind of Good Life. How's that going for you?
It's going really well. It released a couple weeks ago,
Yep,
and on the day of the release, it was number one on the AMRAP charts, which is
yep,
basically the chart that is supported by community radio.
yes,
So
yep,
I thought that was really cool. And I think maybe it's a kind of a testament to the fact that I've been writing and releasing music for a couple of years now.
yep,
So there's a lot of radio professionals like yourself that support my
yep.
music, which is awesome.
No, it's good because basically, for us, your music's on our country station, which is Pop Rock Country, and
Mm.
that's Nadia looks after that. She's the one that finds all the talent and says, and flicks it to us, going, "Hey, you got to speak to this person, you got to speak to that person," and so we get as many people as we can on. But
Oh, that's awesome.
yeah, so just going back quickly to AMRAP, if people don't know, it's the Australian Music Radio Airplay Program or something. I can't remember what the P is. I think it might be program. Like you said, it's for community radio stations and um, we don't get access to it anymore. We used to have access
Oh,
to it, so I'm lucky for Nadia. Nadia is the one who's able to find all the her artists and country artists on there and flicks it through. So it's great. We don't get it because we
yeah.
don't
Oh, okay.
only because we're internet based. We're not broadcast based.
Oh, right, right.
So tell us about your song, "My Kind of Good Life."
Yeah, so it's another co-write
Yeah,
with a fellow Victorian. He's originally from Sale, Victoria. His name's Michael Saletta,
yep,
and we've been friends for about 15 years, and we've been writing together for quite some time. And this song's, an upbeat summer, make you feel good song, and it has lots of references to things that what people would consider a good life.
yeah. Well, we'll have it at the end of this. Once we finish the
Sure.
interview, I'll go and edit it and whack it on the end so people can have a listen.
Okay,
And
cool, cool.
yeah, so everyone who watches the video will get to see your video and the music. So make sure they stick around.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, so we co-write
yeah,
together.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any when you write? I ask a lot of all our artists that come on the same basic questions because I like to get into the head of the creativity of writing the tracks and things.
Yep.
So, do you have any processes before you sit down to write a song? Do you any rituals, superstitions? Is there anything you do that makes your songwriting process different to, say, anyone else?
I will I'm not quite sure about whether it's different than
Yep,
anyone else, but I can say that song ideas, be it melody or lyric, come
yep,
from lots of different places. So I started writing later in life,
yep,
and I started to write on the backside of a dear friend who actually passed away.
yep,
And when she passed away, I wrote a song as a tribute to her called Hummingbird.
yep.
And it seems like ever since she had cystic fibrosis, she was not only she was didn't make it to 21.
That's pretty sad.
And yeah,
Yep,
yeah. And so we did a really good tribute for her family and for her life, which was really, really lovely. And I just ever since then have been writing,
yep,
and that was pre lockdown.
yep,
So the process through that period of time was just coming from all different sorts of directions. It really is song specific. So
yep,
this one in particular, the melody came first, the track came first, and
yep,
then we wrote against the track. But other songs like "Still That Girl," "Lucky Charm," "Last Time" are lyric
yep.
driven, and most of them are stories about my life.
Yeah. So talking about
And
your life, if they want people want
oh
to follow you, they can follow you on Facebook. The
yeah,
QR code's there now. So if you want to see Sandee on Facebook, there's the QR code. Scan it in.
yeah, yeah.
We'll have
I don't know if I'm pointing the right direction.
yeah, and we'll have we'll get the Spotify and Instagram up in a second, so people can follow you on there as well and listen to your music on Spotify.
Oh,
So
thanks, Paul. I
I'll
appreciate it.
I'll just flick them through as we talk. So yeah,
Awesome. Great. Yeah, yeah. So I'm Michigan born,
yep,
Been in Australia for almost 20 years. I'm
Yep.
proudly an Australian citizen. Love this country, and it's my home.
Yep.
I have married and I have two kids, two girls,
Yep.
and yeah, it's just been quite the journey. It's different,
Yep.
to move away from places that you've known for your whole
Yeah.
life, and I think that's why I still have some accent is because I was a little bit older when I moved.
Yep. Yeah. Did you leave a family behind in Michigan?
Yeah, I left my parents who are
Yeah.
now they've now passed away. I had my mom here in Melbourne with me
Yep.
for 5
Oh,
years,
yeah. Yep.
and my brother who's quite a bit older than me, he's still in Michigan, and I have some nephews in Colorado.
Yep.
So I would say maybe 3 or 4 years I go back
Yep.
for a visit.
Is there much? What is from someone who's never been to America? Is there much difference between America and Australia?
Yeah, oh there's a lot of difference.
Yep.
Well, first and foremost, it's just like size-wise,
Yep.
population. I think Australia has the population of California,
Yep.
which is like one state of however many.
Yep.
So um, it tends to be a lot busier in America, I think.
Yep.
Depends on where you land, I suppose. But there's some really beautiful places that are there. But it's just it's changed a lot since I've lived there,
Yep. Did
and
you
that's why I
did you do any
enjoy living
music?
here.
Did you do any music over in the States, or is that all from being in Australia?
Yeah, so I've been a working muso for most of my life.
Yep.
So I was the kid when I was about 5 years old. I was singing in the hairbrush and
Yeah.
entertaining my parents' friends and things like that. So connecting to others people's lyrics have always been something that I've done. But there's nothing like recording and sharing your
Yep.
own music. But I do whatever I need to do to get out to play,
Yeah.
which is what I love to do. Yeah.
Do you get out to many gigs?
Yeah, actually, I was just in Castlemaine over the weekend at
Yep.
a truck show. So I actually performed with a fellow singer-songwriter. There was, yeah, a guitarist. He's a really great friend of mine. So he played, and we did a whole full set, which
Yep.
was great. And yeah, I was chatting with a lot of the people in the audience, and um, yeah, there's nothing like the energy that goes between the
Yep.
person performing and the audience. Like you can't beat it.
Yeah. Hey. Now, obviously, the new single, "My Kind of Good Life," is there an album, or is it just an EP, or you just got a collection of singles out at the moment?
Yeah, so I released an EP in 2021.
Yep.
So I have an EP titled "Still That Girl."
Yep.
My Kind of Good Life is off the backside of that EP. My Kind of Good Life is about my fourth or fifth single. So
Yep.
when you drop into Spotify or Apple Music or wherever you stream your music, you'll see the collection of
Yep.
songs that I've released. Yeah, I mean, I may work toward an album, but I think at the moment, consistency in releasing singles is really important
Yep.
because it gives people, little bite-sized parts of what you do.
Yep.
And yeah, an album's not out of the question, but just not quite on the radar at
Yep.
the moment.
Yeah. Another question. Apart from the hairbrush, what other do you play any other instruments? Do you play any instruments, Ono?
Yeah, I play acoustic guitar. I have
Yep.
a awesome Cole Clark, and I'm taking lessons. It's an instrument that I've picked up and sat down most of my life.
Yep.
So I like to think that my instrument's my voice, but I do use a guitar to songwrite
Yep.
with along with my co-writer Michael, who's actually now lives in Nashville.
Yep. Wow. Yep.
Yeah, so he's an Aussie, another Aussie you guys have
Yeah.
lost to Nashville.
Yeah. There's a lot getting over there. They a lot go over there, but
Mm.
we have to start reclaiming them and get them to come back.
Yeah. Well, you got me.
Yeah, we got Sandy. So okay, folks. So Sandy can be followed on Spotify. So you got the QR code on the screen. So make sure you scan that in. If you don't know how
Yeah,
to use a QR code, you use your camera, and it'll bring up the link and take you to it. There's
that's so
Instagram.
awesome.
Oh, thank you. I'm just losing
Thanks,
my voice.
Paul.
No, that's all right. We've got to do our bit to promote music. So and
Mm,
we'll get it on. We'll get it uploaded to YouTube pretty soon. And like I said, we'll put the video to My Kind of Good Life at the end, so people can have a listen
that'd be
and things like that.
awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what do you got planned in the future? Anything exciting?
Yeah, so I have a gig this weekend. I
Yep.
have a show with my band, which will be amazing. I'm on my way to Tamworth.
Yep.
I've been nominated for 4 People's Choice Awards for a song that I released prior to this one
Yep.
called Best One Yet.
Yep.
And it's a story about how I met my husband. Because
Yeah.
obviously, like well, I shouldn't say obvious. You wouldn't know he's a Queenslander, but he's from Queensland, and we met like a million years ago.
Yep.
And yeah, he just said to me one day, "When you gonna write a song about me?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, yeah, sure, let's do it." So,
Well,
yeah, I
good
wrote a
luck.
song about him, and yeah, thank
Yeah.
you. So I'm coming in just to perform at People's Choice and also on Fan Zone stage.
Yep.
But I wasn't going to go because I'm going to have a surgery,
Yep.
and so I thought to myself, "Well, I might just wait till 2025." But I think just in life in general, you kind of have to take opportunities when you get them and
Yep.
just say yes and
Yeah.
go and do things. So I'm happy to come to WA and play anytime.
Yeah, well, they do have a lot of shows, country shows over here. I believe Mandurah, which is not far from where I am, they just had a country festival on as well. So,
Cool.
yeah, there's
Well,
a,
I do a little mixture of my own originals, and then I
yep,
do also some 90s
yep.
country, which I think is really kind of cool. Like, I
Shania
don't
Twain,
know, I do some
yep,
Shania, I do some Martina McBride,
yep,
Dolly Parton. I had somebody at the truck show say I sounded like Dolly, which I took as a compliment.
yep, yeah,
I was like, okay.
yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
But I also have like some rock roots as well. I mean, I grew up in a small town
yep,
north of Detroit, so I really dig like Stevie Nicks.
yep,
She's a big influence on me, and Gwen
yep.
Stefani.
So
Yeah,
do you get into ska?
well, I like reggae.
Yeah. Well, ska's just a
Is that a bit like is
yeah,
that the same?
it's a reggae but with more brass music, brass
Mm.
tones to it, brass instruments.
Yeah, yeah. I dig all
Yeah,
music, to be honest with you. Like and when I write, it's not like I write and sit down and go, okay, I'm gonna write a
yeah,
country song. Like it's usually a story. And because I like pedal steel so much,
yeah,
I usually put some pedal steel in my music
yeah,
because I feel like it kind of sort of pulls on your heartstrings and stuff. But not this one.
yeah,
My kind of good life is a total like just have a good time,
yeah.
head out to the back 40, have some beers,
Yeah.
party down.
Well, we need some music about good things, like my kind of good life. We need that type of uplifting music. It's yeah,
Yeah.
there's enough of music about being down and grumpy
Yeah,
and
true. True.
downtrodden. And,
So, yeah, so during LD, I won't even
yep,
say that word, but during LD, that's probably when I released like my first 4 singles.
yep,
And a lot of artists, a lot of independent singer-songwriters, they kind of took a break,
yeah,
maybe just kind of like regrouped and everything. But for me, it was an opportunity to connect with an online audience, and
yep,
that's kind of what I did. And I actually recorded and released a cover of "Don't Stop"
yep,
by Fleetwood Mac,
yep,
and the lyric is like, "Don't stop thinking about tomorrow."
yep,
And I don't know, I did it because it makes me feel good, and I thought, after everything that we've been through, it's just
yep.
such a great, you
Well,
know,
that's the
it's
thing. It's got to make you feel good doing like
yeah,
making your music. If it doesn't make you feel good, what's the point of doing it?
yeah, 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 yeah. When I got off stage on Saturday,
Yep,
it just reconfirms how much I love what I do. I have a full time job
yep,
too, so maybe one day
yeah,
it'll be music and just music, but for now, I really really love
yeah.
my day job as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, yeah. Because I remember years and years ago when I was DJing back in the clubs and things, and you'd be playing to a crowd of thousands of people. I think the biggest crowd I ever did was between 2.5 and 5,000 people. It was huge anyway. But
Wow.
the feeling you get coming off, and you see everyone just pumped up and hyped up, and you're the one
Yeah.
you're the one that's responsible for that. Obviously, you got the music and things there, but you're the one
Yeah.
driving, and as an artist doing a live gig or writing a song, it's yeah, it's good
Yeah,
to
well, you got to be an entertainer, and you're hired to do something.
yeah.
And even if I wasn't being paid, like sometimes I do fundraisers,
Yeah,
but I always bring great energy,
yeah,
and not because I think I'm anything, it's just who I am.
yep,
And I really connect with the lyrics of whatever I'm singing. So, and
Yep.
I want other people to sing along and enjoy as
Yeah.
well. So,
Well, they'll be able to
yeah,
sing. They'll
it's
be able to
good.
sing along in a second to My Kind of Good Life. But can you do me a favour? Can you let us know how you go with the People's Choice Awards?
Oh, Paul, I'd
Yeah.
love to.
Yeah, just
For
let us.
sure.
Yeah,
Thank
let us know.
you.
'Cause that way we can put it in the comments of the video when we upload it to YouTube. So for everyone who's listening, they'll go, "How did she go? How did she go?" We can say, "Well, she did all right. She
Aw.
won." So yeah,
Even if
'Cause
I don't,
yeah,
it's lovely just to be recognized for songwriting
yeah,
and releasing music and whatnot. So,
yeah.
yeah.
No, too easy. Well, thank you very much for taking time out of your day and joining us.
Aw.
And
Thank you so much for inviting me. And I don't
no,
know when this video will drop, but if it's around the holiday season, I'd like to,
oh, be up soon.
tell all
Yep,
your listeners to have a really Merry Christmas and an awesome New Year.
yep,
And I hope to see you in the future. I'll head out to
yeah.
WA.
No, I'm hoping. Well, I'm pretty confident this year's going to be a good Christmas. It's been a good year for,
Yeah.
so it's going to be a good Christmas. So, all the best to your
Yeah.
family as well. Wish them a Merry Christmas from all of us over
Thank
in
you.
WA, and
Thank
a
you.
Happy New Year. And thank you for
Thanks for
joining
having
us.
me, Paul.
No, good.
My pleasure.
We'll have you back soon.
All right. Cheers. Hope you
So,
like the song.
yeah.
In the country on a long dirt road, past the county line with no zip code. Stars light the sky with a neon glow. Friday night just getting started. Tear it up in the back 40. Drinks going down, it's a hell of a party. Oh, yeah, life's good life. That first time kissing on a front porch swing, running through the field in the summer rain. Got grandma's mason jar catching fireflies. That first time driving in daddy's old Ford, sneaking out late night getting caught, laughing with some friends, staying up all night. That's my kind of good life. Playing music through my JBLs, boots scooting down that old dirt trail. Little bit of heaven that ain't for sale. Oh, yeah, life's good life. That first time kissing on a front porch swing, running through the field in the summer rain. Got grandma's mason jar catching fireflies. That first time driving in daddy's old Ford, sneaking out late night getting caught, laughing with some friends, staying up all night. That's my kind of good life. That's my kind of good life, yeah. My kind of good life, kind of good life. Oh, my kind of good life got me feeling like first time kissing on a front porch swing, running through the field in the summer rain. First time kissing on a front porch swing.